Very nice. You got a call from interview. When you get a change from the work interview, you should do your best. That is why you need to give your best. The interview is one of the crucial steps that will determine if you are going to get the job that you want or not. Nowadays, a lot of companies require you to use English during the job interview, even for the national standard companies. Even when you are interviewing in Indonesia, you can get a sudden heart attack. Furthermore, if it is in English, that is why it's very important for you to prepare the answers for the commonly asked question. Besides that, you need to also practice your conversation skill in English. Okay, here are the 6 basic questions in interview that you need to know. First, please make a short introduction about yourself. After you enter the room and greet interview, this will be the very first question that you have to answer. Even though the question sounds very simple, a lot of candidates fail in the preparing themselves to answer the question. Just briefly introduce yourself to the interview. Do not talk a lot of things about all of your working experience, including your track record. Explain them about your current position. After that, briefly explain your background and your relevant working experience. For example, my name is Anggi. I have been working as graphic designer in a technology startup company for 2 years. Some of my responsibilities are working with art direction to make a visual concept for an online banner advertisement and brochures to inform of prospective consumers. I'm interested in graphic designing, especially on the field of advertisement, which I have learned in the college. Second, what do you know about our company? The interviewers want to know your preparation and intention to find out more about the company where you send your application in. That is why you need to learn the profile of the company before you come for the interview. Through this question, the interviewers will learn if you only apply for the work randomly or if you have a great interest to join company. For example, I read on your website that your company is fast-growing startup company with the focus on the digital advertising. Since the first established, your company has earned a lot of achievement, awards, and milestones. I also like the way you market the service and the way you approach your target market. Third, why do you want to work on our company? From this question, the interviewers wants to know your personal interest and motivation in working on their company. This is your chance to convince the interviewers that you really want to work on their company. Be careful with the answers that are too general. For example, the reputation of your company is one of the reasons I will prone to be working with a company with a strong and clear vision. I also read on your website that creativity and innovation are the main value on this company, and I think that this value match the person value that I hold. That is why I am interested in joining this company. 4. Why are you interested in vacant position? Other commonly asked question is the reason why you are interested in this vacant position. The interviewers want to find out your personal motivation in applying the vacant position. The company will certainly want to find the candidates that are happy with the work that they are doing at the time being. Give a clear image about the things that you like from vacant position. For example, I like being a graphic designer because I love the creative process of it. I like the process of transforming information into a visual form that can be easily and effectively communicated to the prospective consumers. Fifth, do you have any working experience related with this position? The interviewers want to know more about your background and working experience, whether your working experience are related with the position and you want, and how does working experience are able to set you up for the position that you play. For example, yes, I have related working experience. When I was in college, I worked as graphic designer intern in creative agency where I was directly involved on the some of the project. There, I developed my skills in creating the designs for branding needs. There, I found the field that I want to focus as main career. 6. Tell us your educational background. The interviewers want to know your education background with the things that you have learned that might be related with the work that you apply. You do not need to explain the whole education background from kindergarten to your last university. Just explain what is important. For example, I have just graduated from STEMIC IGMI University as the Bachelor of Design. There, I took the Visual Brand Design specialization where I learned about visual literacy, typography, illustration, and digital visualization. I also participate on some competition such as the branding and typography competition. Those are some of the basic questions that you need to know. Other than that, there are some other questions about your experience. So pay more attention. First, why did you quit from your current or previous jobs? This question can be very tricky. That is why try to answer the question with a positive tone and never disfigure your current or previous company where you work at. On the other hand, show that you are eager to explore new changes and how the new position that you play fits you better. For example, right now, I am looking a new chance and challenge. I want to directly influence on the strategic digital marketing process that focus on the company, and I know that I have chance to get it here. Second, what is your biggest profession achieved? You do not need to be low to answer this question. The interviewers are more interested to require you if you can show the result of your work and your achievement. Share the situation that you have experienced and kind of work that you have to do. Then explain how you can handle the situation and the result that you achieve. For example, one of my achievements is when I had responsibility to lead a campaign. I realized that our team have problems in building the awareness, so I initiated to gather the team and do another discussion to revise our strategy based on the personnel and target audience that we want to reach. We analyze our previous data that have been proven as the success strategy. I'll also implemented A or B testing immediately. At the end of the campaign, the audience of our social media is increasing. Third, when do you feel satisfied at most about your company? Avoid giving the ambiguous answers. Think about something that you have worked well and you enjoy it. This is your opportunity to show your interest and enthusiasm about the job. Give an impression that doing the job itself has given you the satisfaction that you want. For example, I felt satisfied at most when I was able to collaborate with a team where we all can share our ideas and work together to reach for the target that we have set before. 4. What you don't like the most about your job. Be careful when you answer the question. You surely don't want to answer as if you are complaining. The easiest way to handle this situation is to focus on the opportunities that you can get from the job that you apply that you did not get from the current or previous jobs. Try to give the positive answer all the time. For example, I love working in creative agency because that is where I can get experience in handling a lot of different demands and adjust to different style of designs. However, right now I want to find some new experience where I can apply all those learning for some things that has more focus and something that can give the deep impact. I believe working in your company will provide me with that kind of opportunity. Thus our question about your experience. How your response? By the way, there are some other questions. This question now are related with yourself. Check it out. First, mention 3 of your strengths. Through this question, the interviewers want to make sure that your qualities match what are they looking for. That is why you need to firstly find the work culture and the company where you applied for the work has. Avoid the class answer such as perfectionist and stuff. For example, I'm a person who can work in a team. I love to learn new things and have a good analytic skill. Second, mention 3 of your weaknesses. The question about your strength is usually followed with the question about weaknesses. This question sounds a bit tricky, but the main reason is that the interviewers want to know if you really know yourself and how you handle all of your weaknesses. Answer this question honestly without being made up at all. For example, my weaknesses is that I easily lose my focus when I'm too busy with a lot of things. To handle this, I usually make a to-do list and time management system that allows me to manage all of my tasks. Another weaknesses of mine is that I have a high expectation of myself, so that sometimes I need a long time to finish a project because I want to make sure that I have done my best for the projects. The last one, I get bored easily in doing this. Third, what do you like to outside your work? The interviewers sometimes ask you about your activity outside the work, such as your hobby or interest, to know you better. This question can be your opportunity to highlight your personalities. Even though the question sounds a bit too light, you still need to answer it professionally and with a lot of caution. Do not make an impression that you are wasting your time to do things other than your work. Don't just list a lot of your hobbies as the answer. For example, during my free time, I like to watch movies. In my opinion, watching movies give me a new perspective of the certain issues. Related with this hobby, I also like to observe the movie posters and make an alternative poster for that film. I once involved one design team for a short movie at the college. 4. What are the things that motivated you? The interviewers wants to see how motivated you are to do your job and finish it well. Think about the things that you excite when you are working on the previous work and explain what motivates you from the position that you applied from the company. You can also share your experience that show your motivation. For example, I have a strong willingness to learn new things and to develop my abilities so that I can implement those abilities on my work and contribute more for my team and the projects that I'm currently working. It is also the reason why I'm interested with this position. 5. How do you see yourself in the next 5 years? If you get this question, make sure your answer specifically about the future goals that you have. What kind of answer that the interview want to hear? The interviewers want to see if you realistic goals, whether you have the ambition and motivation to reach that goal, and whether the position that you apply fit the goals that you want to achieve. Think about how the position that you apply can help to get closer to your goals. What if you are unsure about your current goals and aspiration? You can explain that you look at this opportunity as the chance to help you making the right decision for the future. Okay, that are some questions that you usually get in job interview. So, are you ready to start the interview? Good luck!